Hi again. All right, so we're gonna, those are kind of simple. The first video that I made were simpler, just kind of get some energy moving, a little bit of stretching, and now we can actually take some yoga poses, we can do a little bit more with yoga poses on the chair and then also using the chair. So I'm gonna start again with this angle so you can sort of see. And I'm not sure what kind of chair you're using. I guess if it's a more comfortable chair, a cozy chair, it might be harder. But if it's a kitchen chair or a folding chair, just check it out. Maybe it'll work with your chair or not. So for, here's like a warrior pose. So we're gonna take our front leg and the hamstring. We can rest it like so, 90 degrees, and stretch out the back leg. We can bring our arms out. Here's a warrior pose, okay? We can do that reverse warrior that we've done in class before. And again, that's a nice side stretch here. The back leg is really strong. Inhale, come back to the warrior two pose. We can do that side angle that we've done in class. Rest your elbow on the forward leg and sweep this arm across. Stretching long through the side body, and I feel a stretch in my inner thigh here too, and in my upper hip and the hip flexors. Breathe in with this extended side angle, it's called. Inhale, back to the warrior two. We can bring this leg out a little bit, turn our hips forward. This is more of a warrior one. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out and let it go. Soften the shoulders, checking the mat. Also check belly button to spine, tailbone toward the earth. Exhale, release that pose. And do it on the other side. Okay. So here I am stretching this leg forward. Bring the arms out, warrior two. So the warrior two hips are open. And reverse the warrior, breathe in, stretch that side body, reversing the warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, elbow to knee, sweep the back arm forward. Side angle pose. Keep your curiosity alive, check in with the body and notice, from side to side how you're feeling in each pose. Maybe it's different, maybe it's the same, maybe you don't really notice. Breathe in, maybe don't notice a difference really. Okay, and then warrior one we did. So I'm gonna move the back leg forward a little, turn my hips forward, because warrior one hips are forward, so my leg is extended a little bit more out to the side, and I'm gonna breathe in. So here I'm using the chair for support. I'm taking a little study break and just doing some yoga on the chair. Exhale and bring your hands down. We can, you can use this chair and just get off for a high lunge, right? Breathing in and out. You can use your chair for a hamstring stretch. Breathe. So here again, breathe in, lengthen the spine to have a good posture, and as you breathe, reach the heart forward, hinge at the hips. A lot of times we don't pay attention to how we're folding, and we kind of just round forward like this. But in yoga, we want to pay attention to that good posture. We want to lengthen and align the body, and exhale, hinge forward through the hips. This is way safer for our backs. A much better way to come into a forward fold is that extension and then bending or hinging at the hips rather than rolling forward from the top of your spine. Breathe in, lengthen again. Exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. We create space in our body with our breath. And so as we hold a pose and breathe, if we're super tight and inflexible, holding a pose a little longer, concentrating on the breath, creating more space in the body allows us to deepen the fold or the stretch and increase flexibility. You don't want to force, that's for sure though. Breathe in and come on up. And then just be sure you do each side. So I'm going to just switch sides here for a quick second. So my warrior, my high lunge, okay, using my chair for support. And then I'm going to come forward and stretch the hamstring on this side. So again, I'm coming in with a long spine, lengthening as I breathe in and exhaling, hinging from my hips over my forward leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Keeping my hips forward. It's an awesome stretch here. Breathe in and come back up and out of that pose. We can use the back of our chair. We can use our desk. We can use a tabletop. You don't want it to be too low, right? This might be too low. But taking some steps behind, holding on to the table, to the chair, breathe in here, lengthen, exhale. Let your heart come, melt toward the earth. I'm getting a super awesome stretch in my upper chest and shoulders and my back. So my belly button's reaching to the spine, the crown of my head should be reaching forward, shoulder blades down my back, and I'm melting that heart. There's a version or a modification kind of a downward dog using the chair. And then breathe in and come up. I don't know, I really like that. That could be a nice back stretch for you. Finally, just a couple more poses here. We can scooch to the edge of the chair. We can do a hamstring stretch this way. Again, we just did this using the chair, standing up and resting the heel of our foot on the seat of the chair, but we can also just extend one leg forward, lengthen here, breathe in and exhale to bow forward over this stretched leg. All right. I get more sensation putting my foot on the chair and stretching standing than I do here, but this is just something that you could do, taking a break, right, as you're studying. I feel more of a stretch with this pose in my glutes. Okay, and come back up. We can lift, just sitting here. Ooh, that feels really good. Give yourself a little ankle roll. That's an awesome stretch. That feels super good to me. All right, and the other side, remembering again, like I said, to switch sides. Breathe in here. So you want to be careful to take time, really be intentional with your moves so you don't hurt yourself, you don't jerk the body around. You want to be sure you're breathing in and out. Okay, let's do this. So we're gonna come up into chair pose. So even though we're sitting in a chair, I'm gonna have just a little bit of my seat off the chair. And then I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna come up to my tippy toes, and I'm gonna kind of float back and come up. These could be like toe squats, kind of. This is, I don't know if this is a back stretch, but it's just sort of a study break, kind of playing around. All right. And then let's do one more. This is great for our hips. Two more actually. So we're gonna take our, this is like a version of pigeon. So we can just stand tall here, rest one ankle on top of the other, opening here. Gentle pressure if your hips are tight and you kind of just want to help the stretch along. Breathe. We could take it into a twist, and doing that we can bring the opposite hand to the heel. We can take it in front or hold onto the heel, and just hand can go behind the chair. We can look over. So pigeon twist on the chair. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out and let let it soften, let it enjoy the twist, the posture, the stretch. Back to center, and then switch sides. All right, so here, the ankle is resting on my top of my knee. My foot is flexed, all right, and that's good. I'm noticing that this hip seems higher up, a little bit tighter. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. And I'm going to take my left hand across and just kind of do this little twist on the other side. And come on back. And last but not least, just a gentle back bend. So hands at the knees. I can breathe in, lift my heart, slide my hands back a little bit. My heart opens, shoulder blades are together, and I lift. And then I exhale and I round forward, looking at my spine. This is a version of cat-cow, seated on the chair. Inhale, come on up, open. Exhale, roll it back. So here here I am rolling shoulders forward and curving my back toward the wall behind me. But I'm countering it with this, and it's just a nice flexion of the spine stretch. So those are some chair poses. And in next little video, I will take us to the floor. Okay, thanks for joining me.